Thanks for joining us on 7 for 12 live here at the Oval, Day 3. Fascinating. Sharma brilliant, England toil. Where is this game going to be? Don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave a review. Well, that last photo there, John, there was a picture of the Indian fans shouting, screaming, singing. And the crowd is emptying, but they're still here. Just to the right of where we are sitting now, there's about 150 very colourful Indian fans having a Mardi Gras. They're having a bit of fun. They're enjoying themselves. And boy, is that justified, because Rohit Sharma has just potentially taken his team, India, to a position of not only strength, actually, I think he might end up in a position.
Yeah, well, you did predict it yesterday. You said it was going to be India's day, and apart from one over, when Ollie Robinson took 2 wickets in 6 balls with the second new ball, India batted beautifully well today. Sharma going to century with a 6. I mean, you've just been with some greats of the game. Michael Vaughan, Darren Gough. I mean, he is a great, isn't he? His record outside of India may not suggest it, but if he's given the opportunity, he will score runs for India. He was magnificent today, and he kept those Indian fans. They were, I hate to say it, but the Indian fans outsung the English fans today.
Yeah, they did, and they were fantastic. Along with Rohit Sharma. Rohit Sharma was beautiful. He mentioned we've been upstairs in the green room talking to Darren Gough, and England missed the Darren Gough. They missed a Steve Harmison type. If I can be as bullet,
you can.
I sound a bit like
with the ball.
They missed me here.
With the ball or the bat.
Definitely, they missed me with the bat.
Well, here
they can miss me with the bat. But I admit the ball. England looked a little bit toothless when it comes to that early middle session. Do you know what, John? I think they missed Ben Stokes today. The first time this summer, we always miss him. The first time this summer we miss him, and I'll tell you why. Because throughout that middle session and the session, the game was just meandering in India's favour. The crowd was a little bit quiet. India fans were at their exuberant best, but we missed the Ben Stokes. Why? Because we throw the ball to Ben Stokes, Tanai goes the change of ball at the pavilion end. Ben Stokes, this place erupts, and it erupted. First ball after the second new ball when Sharma played that poor shot to get out, and that's what we needed a little bit earlier. By that time, I think India were too far away from where England needed to be throughout that day. It's been a great day for India. England need to put some pressure on.
Let's talk about that, because India have been up against it for 2 days. This was a big toss to lose.
Yeah.
Okay, and we have seen this before from India. Even when they're behind, they keep battling away, and they've battled, and they've got ahead of the game. How many do you think England can chase down? Because that lead is already up to 170. How many runs, when you consider the pressure that's going to be on England, how many runs can they chase down?
From an India point of view, I don't think it's runs. I think it's time now. It's time. Can India keep England out there till 3 o'clock tomorrow afternoon? If they do, even if they get 40 runs, it's about then the pitch turning, then the pitch being a little bit uneven and up and down. Because this pitch, to be fair, is still very, very good to bat on. I just don't see where England can turn now. No one had a go. Jimmy had a go. Everybody had a go, and it just didn't work. India were far superior today. If they get 250 in front, I'm struggling to find out how England can chase that.
We've had a question in. RK Man, even Man, something like that, or Vannon. What about a day 4 or 5 pitch? Will it support bat or will it support ball? And kindly please give an update about the weather conditions for the next 2 days.
They're fine.
I'll do the weather conditions. By the way, this is a very short 7 for 12. This man's got to get to Euston, which is the other side of back up north. So get your questions in quickly, and we'll try and rattle through a couple before we go.
John's going to find out whether I think pitch tomorrow will be decent to bat on. Around about tea time, you might see a little bit more lavish turn. I think India will be quite happy. Can they spend
sunny
3 hours
cloudy
tomorrow running up and down on the middle of this pitch? Because I think that's what Virat Kohli's going to be doing. A little special from Pant. We criticise Pant, criticise what number he bats. 45 minutes of Rishabh Pant, and this game's over. 45 minutes of Rishabh Pant. That's 300 plus in front.
What about Piadushenko, who says, what is a good target? So you talked about time, okay? Let's say it's down to set a target in terms of time and runs, and it's down to him. He scores a century tomorrow. When is the declaration coming, and how many runs is he going to set England?
Well, the runs are relevant if he gets to 4 o'clock, which is tea time. 3:40, 4 o'clock tea time. That's relevant. Runs are relevant because if that happens, they're so far ahead of the game. It's ridiculous. That then gives you 120 overs to bowl England out. If you can't bowl England out on 120 overs, especially with the England batting unit, then you don't deserve to win. So I think that is what I mean by batting for time. Can you still be on this surface 3:40 tomorrow afternoon as an India cricket team? If they are, not only is there one winner, then they don't deserve to win if they don't win the game from there. That's what I mean by batting time. 120 overs. Can you bowl England out at 120 overs? But if you don't deserve to win the Test match.
Okay. What about how well you thought Pujara and also Rahul batted today? Because Sharma will rightly get the credit, but they both weighed in with valuable partnerships, didn't they? That's what you need from a batting order. All your top three getting runs, it makes things a hell of a lot easier for those coming in.
Yeah, I thought Kirwell played some lovely shots. Lovely shot early on. First 10 minutes, I think it was, through sort of cover point from the bowling from the media centre end. And this ground, it flies. Once it gets, bear in mind, in the oval, you look out, we're sitting out looking at the oval, it's probably 40 to 45 pitches right across the square. Literally goes all the way from one side to the other. Straight across the square, bang, 4. I thought, you know what, straight away, he's in here. This is fucking ominous for England. But I thought Pujara was proactive. Very good. Ali came on, didn't mind, short leg, silly point, not bothered, run down a wicket. He played the situation. He played the situation very, very well, which was, we are now in the ascendancy, we now need runs. We are the ones that are going to try and make the game. I thought he showed his experience. Yes, he might have got out, but still, I think it was a getting out, trying to move the game forward, given his chance. His team had a chance to win it, so good on him.
Sonny says, how do you bowl on this type of pitch? Against a set batsman, let's suggest it's a right-hander.
Me, I'm quite happy I bowl short on this pitch. The ball's bouncing. That's the problem for England. England have picked 4 bowlers
who bowl at 80 miles an hour.
80 miles an hour. That's the problem. In the pick the team, rightly so. It's for me, I'm not criticising the bowlers too much. I'm criticising not getting enough runs to be in a position to win the game. England picked the bowling unit for first morning. Bowled them out for 191, which is brilliant on the first morning. I'd like to have been 150. The core got them away from it. Then, as the flattens out, we've got to go and score 350, 400, and they are in box 3. It's a different game. With only having 100 in front, the game becomes different. Now it's flat. Bowlers are tired. And the conundrum of it's not so much finishing this game. It's how, if England don't win this game, how are they going to win the next game? Because Robinson looks tired. Anderson looks tired. Wokes hasn't played in a long time. Can't play back-to-back Test matches. He looks tired. Wood will come in. What will be the balance of the side be for next week when they go to Manchester? For me, when we talked about India not picking the right side to win a Test match, Test series, and not playing R. Ashwin, which they might root tomorrow, they might not. I think England can look at the latter part of this Test match and go, you know what, we could have done with Mark Wood in this Test match. We could have, whether it was for, I still stick by what I said. leave Jimmy Anderson for next week, and Wood should have played in that position. And then Overton would have had more ball. You had something different, and you've got Jimmy Anderson for next week as well. It wasn't looking at this week; it was looking at the series as a whole. I got criticised for that. Look at Manchester. We've got some tie bowlers going to Manchester, and options are running threadbare when it comes to team bowling.
Brilliant stuff. Look, this man's got to go. Thank you for joining us on 7 for 12. A short, sharp show today. Like, subscribe, and review if you can. But we will be back for a more considered show tomorrow. He'll be in Ashington. I'll be back here at the Oval. But for now, thanks for watching.